All right. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing on this wonderful Monday? Hopefully everyone's doing well. And kind of check this out, make sure everyone can hear me okay. Make sure everyone can see me okay. We are going to continue talking about goals today. Continuing our month-long conversation on goals. So if you have not listened to my first or second video on goals, I encourage you to do that. They're on my Facebook page. They're also on my YouTube page, and I've got my camera set up right here, my phone, my computer's right here. We've got Facebook and Instagram both going live at the same time. Hey, everybody. Glad you can join. We're talking about goals. So during our first meeting, we talked about what kind of goals you needed. And then we talked about breaking them up into specific habits, right? You don't want to look at this huge goal that is way down the line. We want to try to break that up into something attainable, right? We want to break that up into something that we can actually get to. So now today, I want to take about 10 or 15 minutes and talk about, again, goals, but talk about how many do we need? How many goals do we need for the year? I'm sorry, I am learning Spanish, but I do not speak Spanish well enough to be able to do this talk in Spanish. So I apologize. How many goals do we need in the year? So I'd love to hear from you how many goals you usually set. Some people set 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 100, then it gets out of hand, right? Kind of going back to what we were talking about. Hey, everybody, last week, we're talking about setting all these goals up. We need to break them down into something that's manageable, right? If we are setting 15, 20 goals, heck, if we're setting even 10, 0. If we're setting up so many goals that we really can't think about them on a daily basis, how are we going to get to them? So we want to be able to effectively manage this. I'm going to move this camera a little bit so that maybe that light's not blocking. So we want to get to something that is manageable, right? So instead of having 15 or 20 goals, I think I said hi. Hello. Let's have 3 to 5. 3 to 5 goals statistically are going to be more effective than more, okay? There's a reason for that. You could focus on them a whole lot more effectively than when you've got too many. And I know that's common sense. It's common sense to not have too many goals, right? But yet we still do that to ourselves. We still try to set up too many. We burden ourselves, we put too much on our plate, and then it's very hard to get to where we want to be. So there's a couple of strategies that I like to implement when I'm looking at, what I want to accomplish for the year, okay? So I've already talked about last week, kind of breaking those goals down into manageable chunks. Well, sometimes I will do the same thing with what goals I want to accomplish. So in other words, I will set specific time frames for when I want to accomplish something. So that means that I might have a goal that I'm putting more of my effort on at this particular moment. So let's say, for example, one of my goals is, let's see, what's one of my goals that I want to share? We'll talk about that next week. What's one of my goals that I really want to focus on would be starting a podcast, working on a podcast. I've got the equipment, and that's going to be coming out. So my main goal of starting a podcast this year, right? Well, I'm breaking that down into quarters. If I just want to work on starting a podcast, then I'm going to put a lot more effort into it now to create that habit. And maybe one of the other goals, maybe reading the 20 books that I've broken down into chunks, kind of slides just a little bit because I'm putting more of my effort into starting the podcast. Okay? If I want to really work on my finances for a summer trip, same kind of idea. You don't have to break these goals up and then work on the same exact goals all year long. You're going to accomplish some of your goals earlier than you probably think you did. I think I've greeted you 4 times now. Christina's, hey, how you doing? So let's break those goals down so you accomplish them quicker and then switch to something else. Okay? Maybe your goal is to read 4 books this year. Okay? Focus on 1 a quarter, right? What happens when you read that first book this month? Let's add something else, or let's move on to another goal. It's very doable. It's very possible. Okay? So really want you to focus on picking 3 goals, maybe 5 at the most, per quarter from your overall goal. Okay? And that's what I want you to focus on. Having some internet problems here. Hey, everybody. Hopefully the sound is still coming in. No, I'm not going to be taking any requests to be in my video right now. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. So let's take that overall goal. Yeah, I shaved. I did shave. Well, my kids were over the beard. I kind of was too. I still was having problems right here. It'll come back probably one day. I'm not totally done with it, but it's nice to be back like this. But let's take that overall goal, right? That overall goal of whatever that is. We've broken that down. And then only focus on those 3 to 5 key goals that you want to accomplish that quarter. Okay? Again, it's to make sure that you're not killing yourself and that you're not overburdening yourself with any of these. Because what happens when you try to do too many things at once? Probably not going to get there. And then once you fail, then what happens? You stop completely. And nobody wants that to happen. Okay, good. Loud, clear. Good. So this is just one of my strategies, one of my tips, tricks to get to where you want to be a little bit quicker. And it's something that I implement just about every year. And I shift goals around all the time. I make them where I can complete them a little bit quicker than I usually thought I would. Does anybody have any questions? Kind of leave it open a little bit to some questions here. See if I can get this going a little bit. I've got some people asking to be in my video. Sorry, that's not going to happen. I don't know you personally yet. Probably not going to do that. But yeah, hopefully that helped. I don't see many questions coming in. I'm having a little bit of internet problems over here. I may have to hop back on later, try it again. But I hope that helped. And yeah, it's pretty well. Hope that helped. And let me know if I can help you at all. Have a great rest of the day.